Welcome back to SR Auto Group's YouTube channel. Today's a special day because I have two of the coolest saloons, one from Porsche, one from Audi. We have our Audi RS6 fully done by Mansory, and we have our Panamera GTS fully done by the Tuner TechArt. We're going to drive both of these cars. We're going to have a bunch of fun with them. I'm going to show you the differences, and we're going to have a great video. So let's get on it. The Mansory RS6. Well, what can Mansory do that Audi can't do on this RS6? Well, aesthetically, Audi has to pretty much make a car for the masses. Mansory doesn't, because there's only a select few that can actually purchase this kit and put it on the car. Now, what's different on this car? Well, we got a full carbon fiber hood. We have a full carbon bumper. Now, in our case, we did a two-tone, but this was full carbon. We have the aggressive nose panel, the front lip. You come around the corner, you got the Mansory side strakes, you have the side lower rocker panels, but then you got the rear bumper with the aggressive styling, the Mansory exhaust tips. Now, we installed an Akrapovic exhaust on this specific car, but it just changes the look of this car. It also has the Mansory side, I don't know what you call these, side window thingamajiggies. And this is the rear spoiler that also comes with the Mansory kit. Now, Mansory is not a cheap body kit product. This kit was about 100 grand Canadian, I believe, somewhere around there. About the same price as the TechArt kit for the Porsche. But what did it do for performance? Not much, but looks wise, just look at the car. It's a completely different car. Now, on this car, what we decided to do is we used Pure wheels. This is the RS50 line from Pure, because it just gave it that extra aggressive stance that we really like at SR. So we did Pure wheels on this. But if you move over now to the Panamera and you see what we did over here, so same idea. TechArt is a big German tuner, same idea, brand new front bumper. TechArt added DRLs and fog lights in this cover, but as a regular TechArt thing, TechArt always puts a vent on the front bumper. Let it be on a 911, let it be on a Cayman, let it be on this Panamera. Then what do you have? You have the carbon hood. Now, on this specific car, you can't tell that it's a carbon hood because we painted it. We chose to paint it. I'll show you underneath that. Might as well show it to you right now, actually. So this is one of the coolest parts about this kit in my mind. So check it out. You can see that it's exposed carbon. It says the TechArt underneath. Probably one of the priciest parts of the kit. And then as you go along, so this is a wide body kit compared to the RS6, which is still the factory body. So we literally had to cut and put the over fenders on the car and then rebuild the wheel so it would fit the thing. So we got the wide body kit, we got the rockers, the whole wide body back here, TechArt rear bumper, TechArt exhaust system. I think those are tips. We did Akrapovic on this car as well. And if you come around, you can see how wide it actually is, Cole. Like it's a really, really wide looking car compared to the RS6. A lot more work to build the Panamera. It's called the Grand GT by TechArt. This is car number 44. Brixton wheels on this car. So Brixton's another wheel manufacturer, Pure, Brixton, AL13, all these manufacturers build really proper aluminum wheels. They're all CNC machined, they're all forged. So we have those on this car, again, built specifically for this car. Now this car is an interesting story because we didn't build this whole thing initially. What ended up happening is we sold the kit to one of our clients. Our clients went and took the car somewhere else, had it installed, and the way they had installed it wasn't a bad job per se, but it wasn't a completed job. So what ended up having to do, they had wrapped it, they hadn't painted the parts, and when you install these parts and you put wrap over it, well, you can see all the imperfections. So we unwrapped the car, we painted all the pieces, put it back properly, and this is what you have. So guys, I've told you enough about the cars. If you really want to know more about the kits, you can go to TechArt's website or Mansory's website. What we really want to do right now is maybe we should go for a drive. Let's drive the Panamera first today, Cole. in a Panamera GTS, so this is a 2020. I don't know all the specs about these cars, but the GTS line of Porsche is pretty cool in the sense where it's like the pure sports car of the line. It's not as fast as a Turbo S, what have you, but the cool part about this one is it's a Sport Turismo, which has the hatchback, the estate back, which they call it. Now, how's it to drive? Any Porsche you get into is always the same. And what I mean by that, it has the same leather, the same finishing, the same excellent steering wheel, the same controls. They're Teutonic, they're just German, they're perfect. Everything is where it needs to be. It's not confusing. The newer ones have this giant screen which tells you everything about the car and what's happening and what have you. Now, the one issue I have with the Porsches and even the RS6 is it has this haptic feedback, which a lot of people like, such as you, Cole. To me, it's a little bit too modern for a car like this. It takes your attention away from what you're supposed to be doing driving when you keep looking over here to press a button. But other than that, it's an amazing car. It's a Porsche. It has the right sound. It has the right power. I don't think you can get better than this for a family wagon. And what I mean by that is, look, you can fit 4 people comfortably. You can have a lot of room for storage. You still look good. The car looks amazing. It drives amazing. I honestly, I'm such a big Porsche fan for how they keep everything the same along the lines. I'm not talking about the exterior, but interior wise, this is the same as a 911 steering wheel, a Cayman steering wheel. It has the same feedback for Sport Plus, Sport and Sport functions as a Cayenne even. And all the middle and everything is the same. Sport Chrono is the same on almost all of the cars. It's just such a great car to drive. And when you want to get aggressive, you put it in Sport Plus, you lower the chassis over here, you can turn the exhaust on and off, and you're good to go. Other than that, you have nav, you have all the amenities, you got Bluetooth, whatever, which all cars have nowadays, but Porsche does it the exact same all across their line. So this car doesn't have an exhaust either. This car has downpipes, but a factory GTS sounds very aggressive right from the get-go. Even without the downpipes, you would have that noise, right? But if you put it on regular, the noise goes away. See, it's gone. So it becomes drivable right away.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but we always put it on Sport Plus to give it a little bit of a noise.
Well, it's got some crackles.
Yeah, it does. It sounds awesome. It sounds awesome driving, like going on a 3, 4, 5 hour road trip, even longer in a car like this, you'd have no complaints. GTS has all the Alcantara stuff. It has the glass roof. This one has ceramic brakes. It is fairly well optioned. Now, off the top of my head, I can't tell you exactly what this specific one has. But with Porsche, like you said, you can start with a car that's 180 grand and come out with like 300. I'll give you an example. We just bought a Taycan Cross Turismo Turbo S, and I believe the MSRP was 250, and somehow it ended up being 350 by the time we optioned it out. So yes, you can option it quite out. I don't know the specs specifically of this one, but this is now a TechArt Grand GT number 44, and that's all you need to know. Probably the only one in Canada. So we're in our Mansory RS6. Now, this is a 2021 RS6. When I bought it with every option, I think it was 160 grand or so. So it has ceramic brakes, all that kind of stuff. At the end of this build with the wheels and stuff, I think we spent around 100,000 Canadian again. So what is that, 70 grand US, 75 grand US. This has Bang & Olufsen. It has every option you can conceivably get, the carbon fiber interior, all that kind of stuff. The Mansory kit is not a wide body kit like the Panamera is, but Mansory has this really high-end name in Europe and in Asia. A lot of people really like it. It's more for the wealthy client. TechArt's more of a sports car build for the Panamera. Mansory's more of a, hey, look at me, I got the crazy name brand, what have you. Both, in my opinion, look really good. Mansory car is really aggressive. The Panamera is also aggressive, but in more of a sporty feel. Driving the car, they're both great. This has an Akrapovic exhaust, but it's very, very quiet comparatively to the Panamera. But the RS6 is probably one of the nicest estates that you could buy and drive for under 200 grand.
How many Mansory logos are on the outside of this?
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, there's got to be at least 10 on there. And I don't know if you noticed, but the TechArt car only has the one underneath the hood. Yeah. So, yeah, it's more about, hey, look at me when it comes to the Mansory car. But you're in an Audi. I personally, if I was to pick a brand on a brand, I would pick Porsche with a TechArt than I would an Audi with a Mansory, because Mansory is always usually reserved for cars like, I don't know, Ferraris and Bugattis and so on and so forth. It's just recently that they've come down to the lower level of vehicles. So.
How do you feel about the interior quality between the two, like back seats, like all the...
It's, you know what, it's pretty close. German cars are, again, I said the word Teutonic, they're literally cut and dry. They're always the same. They're always correct. They always work. They've done their engineering. This isn't a Tesla. You know what I mean? Like, nothing's gonna break. It's not half Mercedes, half American car manufacturer. Like, it's Audi through and through. The Porsche is Porsche through and through. You know what to expect every time you get in. You get into any other Audi, you choose Bang & Olufsen, you know you're gonna have the Bang & Olufsen pop-up speakers, you know you're gonna have the high quality sound, you know you're gonna have the haptic screen, you just know everything is gonna be the same along the whole product line. And that's probably the best thing, and that's why a lot of people, when they buy a car and they like it, they buy the other cars in that same product line. So a guy has this, maybe he'll buy an R8 instead of a Ferrari, or a guy has an SQ8 for a family sedan, maybe they'll get an S8 for everyday driving. It's really, really important for me, especially, that everything's in the right place that you're used to when you move from car to car, and that's what Audi and Porsche do immaculately.
You have to daily one of them for a month. Which one you take?
RS6. Yeah. RS6 is more of a, in my mind, a non-sporty, a comfortable car. I'm talking stock, like Panamera GTS versus RS6 stock. If I'm talking about these two specifically, the one that we're driving in this video and today, that Panamera just looks amazing. Like when you see the slow motion shots and when the thing's driving by you, like that's the looker of the two group. The black car is literally, for the lack of a better term, the gangster vehicle. It's just what everybody wants nowadays. Black, tinted out this, blacked out windows, blacked out emblems, and as you said, there's like 42 Mansory emblems on this thing, and that's what this Mansory car is. It's aggressive. It's I don't think there's a better word. It's aggressive, and the Panamera is just not. And any car that I buy has to have the high-end sound system. Now, in this car's case, it had to be Bang & Olufsen stereo, which is the pop-up speakers and the, I don't know exactly how many speakers this has, but anything nowadays from the car manufacturer that is the upgrade system, let's say Bang & Olufsen, Burmester, Bose, Mark Levinson, all those brands, the stereo quality is so amazing that it's a must have for me in a car. I'm not much of a fan of the Alcantara steering wheel because Alcantara always gets matted. It's really nice to drive and whatever, but once you have oily hands all over, it just ruins it. So forget that. Other than that, it has to have the best sport seats. I really like the sport seats on any car we're ever messing with. And then exterior, it has to have ceramic brakes for me. Even though ceramic brakes are absolutely useless for daily driving because they never get hot enough to actually use the strength. But as an option, if I'm buying a car, it has to have the highest stereo system and it has to have ceramics, and that's it. And both of these cars do, because I like lowering and putting wheels on every car.
Yeah.
I love seeing that 8-piston caliper on most cars just sticking out, especially the Audi setup and
it's huge on this car.
Yeah, the Audi, the Lamborghini Urus and the Audi RS6 share the same braking thing. If you look at those calipers, they're like a wow, they're that crazy. So
Yeah.
that's what I would choose on any car I buy. So both these cars are going to be put up for sale. The problem with cars like this is because we always build our cars on a new chassis. So if you look at this car, let's say it was 160 grand MSRP when we first got it, we spent about 100 grand. So we're into it for about $260,000. It's very, very difficult to ask that kind of money for an Audi RS6 with a body kit when you go buy a brand new RS6 for 155 grand and whatever. Not everybody wants to spend 100 grand to make the aesthetics of the car better. We'll probably end up asking, I would say, $249 for this car. Probably transact somewhere around $230,000, but whoever gets this car is just gonna absolutely love it. Panamera, same idea. We bought it again because our last client couldn't finish it properly. We've put it back together. Same idea though. The car itself was 190 grand with all the options, I believe, MSRP. That thing has 9,000 kilometers on it. Probably with the 100K TechArt that we've put into it, there's no way you're asking 290 grand for that car. I think that car is a 200 grand car all in. So we'll probably ask 219 for it and transact around 200,000 bucks. So guys, we're at the end of the video again. It's about that time. Now, I've shown you our TechArt Grand GT, car number 44. It's a Panamera GTS that we put the TechArt wide body kit on. I've showed you our Audi RS6, which is full Mansory with pure wheels. Now, I like both of these cars. Really, the question is, which one do you like? Now, comment below if you like the video. Tell me which car you like. Do you like the RS6? Do you like the Panamera? Do you like both, or do you like neither? Unfortunately, again, like I said, it's the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Always thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.